Hello everyone, myself Girish with SolidWorks tutorials. In this session, we'll go ahead with the patternings. Agenda here is to deal with the different types of patterns, starting from linear pattern, circular and mirror, curve-driven, sketch-driven, fill, and the variable pattern. So we'll see these all the types of patterns here. Let's get started. Yeah, so now we'll start with the patterns. So as you already know, as I explained, there are different types of patterns. So let me just directly start with the linear pattern here. So we'll see how exactly it's going to help us to create the patterns. So in the direction 1 and direction 2, you need to define the direction. And in the features and faces, you need to select the features which you want to pattern. Okay. I'll select this edge in reference. You can even select the lines as well if you have it. So feature, I'll just select this extruded cut. Okay. You can reverse the direction like this. And here in the spacing and instances, you can change it. So let's say the instances, can mention it how much you want. You can take the approximate value. Okay, that's around 2022. Sorry, 22. And again in the direction 2, you can refer this so that you can fill this entire panel. So I'll take it as around 12. Okay, the spacing distance is 10 mm. Okay, and here we have the instances to skip. So by using this option, you could able to skip the instances which and all you don't need actually. Let's say at the center, these I don't want. Okay, you can simply click on green check. Yeah, so this is how you can use the linear pattern. Now we'll jump into the one more pattern, that is circular pattern here. In this model, you could see this particular hole, right? The extruded cut hole. I need to pattern it. So I'll use the circular pattern. Here you can simply select the edge or a face or a surface into reference for the circular direction. So here, let me just remove this. In the direction, I'll add this face. Okay. In the features, this cutout, I need to pattern it. So here, the equal spacing is already active. And here, I just need to mention the instances. So if you're weak in calculation, you can simply use this equal spacing. If you want instances and spacing, you can simply select it and you can define the angle values. Okay. So this is about circular pattern. Now we'll see one more. Let's say these things I need to pattern, see cutouts and all, right? The features, extra steps. So for that, I'll simply select one more way, that is axis selection. So instead of faces, you can select the axis as well. So here the number of instances is 3, and feature you could see the extruded cut. It shows it cannot be patterned because the geometric pattern, using the geometric pattern we can't do it, so we need to uncheck this geometry pattern for this. So if you have any errors, so software will notify for that. Okay, so by unchecking geometry pattern, so it will able, like we can able to create this particular pattern. Okay, so this is one more type of pattern by using the axis. Yeah, now we'll see one more pattern, that is sketch driven. So I have already created the sketch, we're just placing the points there, you could see. So what you can do is you can select the sketch. So features at this particular hole which I have added. So by just selecting the sketch and the feature, you could able to pattern it like this. So wherever you place the holes, it will create the patterns. Okay. This is about sketch driven pattern. We'll see the curve driven pattern now. So this is the model. Okay. Let's say I'll just draw the curve by using the spline. So you can even select the center point or any of the points for your reference. So like this, I'll simply draw the curve. Now, along with this curve, I need to pattern that particular cutout which I have created, slot. Okay. So I'll go to the curve driven pattern. So the curve is already selected in the direction. So the feature is this. Okay. The extruded cut. And then the equal spacing is active. Number of instances, I'll increase it to 10. You could see this is how it's gonna pattern. So wherever you require it, you can utilize it. Okay. So next thing, We'll directly jump to the next pattern, that is using the fill pattern. So as you could see, the center have a hole. So I'll select the face for this filling boundary. Okay, and this is the feature which I need to pattern, means completely fill. So this is fill pattern. Here you can mention the distance, the spacing. Okay, even if you want, you can include the angle, and these are the pattern layouts. So according to the pattern layouts, you could able to define the diameters or instances or the length and width according to the pattern layouts. So here uh, the distance is 10. I'll increase it slightly, the instance distance. Okay, if it is 12, quite fine. Okay, and next, this is completely filled with the linear, the length and width you can define it here. Okay, the equal one. The last one is the circular layout. So here you just need to mention the diameter and the distance as well. Okay. Well, next thing is to deal with the table-driven pattern. So for that, you need the coordinate system. You can create the coordinate system by using the geometry, reference geometry. Okay. The features you can select here. In the coordinate system, you can select the coordinate. Okay. And here you just need to mention the XY direction. Okay. The feature will be copied to the location where you're gonna specify the coordinates here. So along X it is 30. You can increase it still a bit. 35 is fine, right? Along Y, it's okay. So next instance is 70, and then same thing, you can proceed further. Okay. Along Y, you can mention it somewhat distance 20, like this. Okay. So this is how you can create the table-driven patterns. Fine. So we'll see one more type of pattern here. That is variable pattern. So very important. So this is the feature which I have created. Okay, you can select the feature and you can select the create table, and you can define the dimensions which you want to include. Okay, and these are the dimensions. Now here you can add extra instance. So you can change each and every dimension and the instances as well. So here you can vary your the features. Like let's say these are the dimensions which I had used to create this feature, right? So you can just change the value so that you can just create a new particular extruded cut features so that you can have this one. So initially it was smaller one. With respect to the dimension changes, the pattern will update accordingly. So like this, you can add a few more instances if you want, and you can customize it accordingly. The distance you can increase it here. The D4, D1, D2 are the selections which you have done before. It will take accordingly. Okay. Let's see the updates like this. Yeah. So this is about variable pattern. Now we'll see the mirror. Okay, so here the face or a plane you can select. I'll just simply select the face, and the bodies to mirror and the features to mirror. There are two options. Okay, so this time I'll use the bodies to mirror. What exactly happens is whatever the body has selected, entire body will be mirrored. Okay, so this is one type. So another type is you can use the feature completely, all the features, and you can mirror it. So this time, so I'll select the face again. So in the features, you can select all the faces or all the features. Okay, only the boss I have selected here, you could see only the boss will be mirrored. Now I want to include all the steps as well. You can even select it from here, or else you can use the feature tree drop down like this. Okay, so this is how you can create the mirror by using the features as well as the body. Okay, let's say I'll remove everything. So I want each and everything should be selected. Hold the shift and select every features like this. In one shot, you could be able to create this. Okay, that's all about this session. For summary, you could see we have covered the different types of patterns, starting from linear pattern to variable patterns, how to deal with these patterns, how to work on them. Okay. Well, thank you all for supporting. Please do like, subscribe, and share our channel. Thank you. Stay tuned.